Deconstruction is the disassembly or taking apart of a building. The challenge is to reuse and recycle as much of the salvaged material as possible.
In a growing community, 40 to 60% of everything that goes into a community's landfill is construction and demolition waste. And much of that waste is reusable.
By diverting material from the waste stream, we extend the life of landfills and conserve resources through recycling and reusing the material.
We're having an appliance and heating and air conditioning sale. We've sold everything within about 40 minutes.
The Nebraska Center for Sustainable Construction has established Eco Stores Nebraska, which offers deconstruction services that will save reusable materials from the old buildings that they take apart.
We're taking off the porch first just because it has, again, the most historic value of what's left in the building. Well, this house was built in 1909, I believe. And so the first process is to preserve the historic pieces. Here's still some of the remnant of the original trim work. That's solid oak there.
Trim, doors, flooring, and unique architectural features from old buildings can find new life in other structures.
The siding he's pulling off of there is old cedar siding, which is in high demand too. It never wears out really. What it does is get very dry and brittle.
Not everything can be saved, and what is saved doesn't necessarily have a lot of value, but it adds up.
Well, you know, we're looking at 50% on an old house, and you got this thing that it looks nice, but there's no salvage in this space, and you got another section here. So we're looking probably at 50% of salvaging some of this 2x structure that's in the walls. And
taking down a building is like a building project in reverse. Deconstruction takes tools and time.
Well, we do safety meetings every morning to focus on the area we're going to work, and most of it is the overhead stuff coming down. We have to always be aware of what's above us and what's pulling down and coming down.
From the deconstruction job site, some material is taken to be recycled, and some goes to the Eco Store, where it is sold for reuse.
What we have here is lots of warehouse space full of materials that are reusable, and we sell then to the public.
The Eco Store is kind of like a thrift store for construction materials.
This is oak flooring throughout this section. We actually went and got this out of a deconstruction project that we've done. We have both the 4-inch width and the 2-inch width, and over there is some pine board that's out of some of the older houses. And if you got an older house and need to replace a section, you know, this is the place to come.
In addition to material from deconstruction projects, property owners can bring in surplus and used materials, and, like at a thrift store, the contribution is tax deductible.
This is a brand new cabinet from one of the kitchen cabinet distributors in town. So we have new and used. Sometimes people think all we have here is old stuff, but we have some new stuff too.
Materials bought from the Eco Store can also make expensive construction or remodeling projects much more affordable.
Normally to buy the tables commercially, when they're made out of metal, they're about $750 to $800 a table. We're able to do these for around $16 a table, so that's a substantial savings for us.
Blue Stem Farms has built and supplied this greenhouse almost entirely with reused and recycled materials.
I go to the Eco Store probably once a week. This is our greenhouse, and these are our aluminum doors and windows that we have on either side that we purchased at the Eco Store. The brick patio here is purchased from the Eco Store. You may go in for one purpose and come out with 2 or 3 items that you never planned on getting when you went in there.
Material recovered from a deconstruction project can be diverted from the waste stream in a variety of ways. Things like old concrete and shingles may be found in the paving of a new asphalt parking lot. Paint-free wood waste that is not suitable for construction can be ground into wood chips and used in landscaping.
It's very simple to just look at alternate uses for the resources that you're currently throwing away. And there are a lot of resources out there that can help businesses to do that and to reduce the amount of materials that we're sending to our landfills.
WasteCap Nebraska publishes a list of environmental service providers for waste disposal and recycling for a wide variety of materials and products.
WasteCap is developing a construction and demolition waste management program. We can help that business to find uses for any materials that are taken out, find the recyclers.
Deconstruction and construction waste management is all part of the process for buildings seeking a LEED designation from the U.S. Green Building Council.
All of the construction, design, engineering companies are having people go through training to become LEED accredited and to make sure that they are all following those standards.
A thoughtful deconstruction process saves a lot of valuable material, making it available for reuse at a relatively low cost, all while creating jobs and extending the life of our landfill. Shopping at the EcoStore is fun. It's a great source for basic building materials, and you never know what you'll find. Visit EcoStores Nebraska in person or online to find out more about deconstruction and donating or purchasing building materials. To find recycling options for a variety of materials, visit the website of WasteCap Nebraska.